All right, hey guys, Mr. Kyle, Myers Mathematics, and let's just jump into it here. When I first read this, so I already read it beforehand. I didn't actually solve it beforehand, so I'm solving it in real time, but I did read it because I was like, wait a second, because I was thinking they were saying economists have found that the amount of corruption in a country is correlated to the productivity of that country. I was thinking they meant a positive correlation, but it's actually kind of the reverse. It's a little weird here. So they're saying that productivity is measured by gross domestic product, GDP, per capita. Corruption is measured on a scale from 0 to 100, with 0 being highly corrupt. So the closer you are to 0, the more corrupt you are, I guess. And closer to 100 is the least corrupt. So actually what they're saying here is that the further to the right you go, the better they are. And then the further up, the more money they're making. So what they're saying here is that the more money a country makes, the less corrupt it is, generally speaking. Um, which I'm not really sure where they came up with this data and how you figure out a corruption score. But we're gonna just kind of ignore all of the overthinkingness of this for a second here and just solve it. And you can come to your own conclusions and let me know what you think in the comments, I guess. This can be modeled by the equation y equals 525x minus 9,640, which anything under the x-axis wouldn't really make any sense. So the y-intercept of this is like way down here in the, negative GDP. So it's like, okay, like you'd have, so if that were true, it means like your country would have to be losing money. Um, and then they would be the most corrupt. Uh, so I don't know, but it is what it is. X is the corruption score, Y is the GDP per capita in dollars. According to the model, okay, so the model would be the equation, modeled by the equation. What would be the GDP per capita of a country with a corruption score of 38? Okay, so corruption score is the X value, right? X is the corruption score. So if we have a corruption score of 38, that means we have an X value of 38. So the X is equal to 38. Okay, well, if the X is equal to 38, let's see. So Y is equal to 525, 38 minus 9640. Sorry, I have the allergies. It's that time of year. Spring. It's terrible. Here we go. 525 times 38 menos 9640. Okay, I get 10,310. Y is equal to 10. Wait, what was that? I already forgot the number. 10,310. Ooh, squirrel. Okay. Gross domestic product per capita. Yeah. Okay. Rounded to the nearest dollar. Okay, so it's already rounded to the nearest dollar. So there it is. Boop boop boop. There's part A. Let's switch to a different color. Okay, using this model. So again, using the model, right? Modeled. Model. Ooh. A country with a corruption score of 75. Okay, so we're doing a corruption score again, which means that X is equal to 75 would have what GDP per capita? Okay, so we just do it again. By the way, I was using a calculator there. If you thought that I did that in my head, I did not. Could I have? Maybe. Do I want to? Not really. If you get to do it by hand, I apologize. But, I'm sure I have another video somewhere on how to, do certain numbers in your head really quickly. There's little tricks that you can do, but just wasn't really feeling it today. So, feeling the laziness over here. 525 times 75 minus 9640, and I get 29,735. 29,735. There we go. Rounded into the nearest dollar. So it's already rounded to the nearest dollar. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's weird. Hawk. Oh, and I forgot to circle that one. The color that I was using. Can you tell I like blue? I guess the first one's kind of not bluish. It's like a bluish purple. But yeah. It's in the blue family. You know, purple, green, blue. It's in the blue family. A GDP per capita of 17,000 corresponds to what corruption score according to the model? So again, according to the model, that means we're using the equation. This time they don't give us an x value though. It's GDP. That's a y value. So you have to be more careful when you plug stuff in. So I got the sniffles. All right, so then y is equal to 17,000, and that's equal to 525. We're not plugging anything in for x. We're solving for x. Minus 9640. Now we have to actually do some solving here. However, if you're allowed to use a calculator, you don't have to solve this as you go. What am I doing with my numbers here? 9640. What I can do here is I can actually just be like, all right, cool. So that's just, you know, this plus this. You don't have to actually simplify as you go. You can if you want. But if you want to just type it all into the calculator all at once and just make the, calculator do the work, that's how you would do it. Or, I mean, if your calculator is holding on to the previous value, it doesn't really matter anyways. Not all calculators will do that though. Especially the ones that they want you to use on the tests. They're like, oh, you can't use a calculator that can do anything more than, pick your nose for you. 525. And I get 50-ish. Let's see. So GDP per capita, 17,000 corresponds to what corruption score according to the model, right? There's a whole number. That makes sense because it seems like the corruption score is always a whole number. But they're saying to round to the nearest whole number, which seems to be 51. You are half corrupt and half not corrupt. So, good job, I guess. So yeah, a 51 corruption score. I don't know if you need to put units on that or not. Yeah, I don't know, because it's a corruption score, right? So like, there's no units. It's just 51 corruption. That's a unit now. That's how many dollars that they have in their banks. 51 corruption notes. Okay, but that's it. So, that's it for that question. That's it. That's all there is. Oh, you know what? I just realized you can't see some of this stuff on the bottom. I'm an idiot. My big old stupid head was blocking all that work right there. Hold on. It keeps... All right, whatever. I'm just going to pinch it, hold it there. So this is all the stuff over here. Now you guys can see it too. So, yeah, there you go. I just realized that my head blocks it. It blocks it, but it doesn't block it on the thing. So, yeah. Anyways, hope that was helpful. If you want to see other videos, I have stuff on the channel that you can check out, as well as stuff on my website, Myers Mathematics. Go check that out. I have a guide called The 5 Math Mistakes Everyone Makes and How to Avoid Them. You can grab that for free on my website, Myers Mathematics. And I'll catch you in the next video real soon. Blessings, y'all.